Well, Grant, your 100th game in charge of Doncaster Rovers across the 2 spells, and you've crowned it with a win.
Well, I didn't know that. Nice start. Yeah, so I was pleased with the win today. But all it is 3 points. I said that to the lads in the change room. It's well done. We've won at home. It's a good win for us. But our focus will turn quickly onto Salford on Tuesday. But yeah, there's lots to like about the performance today. Bravery of getting on the ball and waiting and being patient. And I thought we grew into the game with it. Obviously, look, we're playing against a good team. Tranmere are a good team, and Nigel's got them. You can see they're working very hard for each other. So it didn't surprise me to see that sort of transformation, knowing how good a manager Nigel is. So it was always going to be a very tough game for us today, but I'm pleased to come out on top of it.
Yeah, there's that kind of grit and determination from your sides, and you've managed to couple the performance and the result together for, I think that's your first win since New Year's Day.
Yeah, but we've had a lot of stop-start in that as well with the cup games and stuff. And I said this during the week. I think we're just looking forward to focusing on every single league game now. From obviously since we got going last week against Sutton, now we can just focus game by game in the league. No more interference or distractions. And I'm not saying the cup things were, but you just want to try and get a roll of league games now and on to the next one.
You said there was a lot to like about your performance. There's a lot to like about the opener. Terrific ball in, great header as well. It's one of the better goals we've seen this season.
Yeah, it was. Hex was good today. You can see in parts he's a clever player. It's just he sees pictures in front of him. He tries always trying to look for a positive pass. And to be fair, I give credit to Kyle, my goalkeeping coach, on the second goal, because he's done a lot of work on McGee, and he had noted to us that he's very positive in his position. He wants to come out quick. So he was saying to the forwards during the week about, if you get in there and you make that run, go around him. And Hex done that. So credit to Kyle, credit to Hex making that movement to get the second goal.
It was an odd one, the second one, because to me the defender clearly handballs it away or tries to nudge it away from the attacker. Was there any? I mean, it's academic now, but was there any hint that was going to be pulled back?
Well, I'm pleased it wasn't. To be honest, I'd rather have the goal and see one of their players sent off. I think, maybe a couple of weeks ago that would have got stopped and the lad would have got a yellow card or something like that, and then Timmy's thing at the end might have went into our net. Let's hope the luck is changing a wee bit on those little moments in games. But I'm pleased with, like I say, I'm pleased with the 2 goals that we scored. I'm pleased with an endeavour. Disappointed, obviously, with the goal that they scored. But sometimes you got to hold your hands up and go, you know what, it's a good bit of play from Hawks and tremendous finish. And we've got the job done today, so I'm pleased. We'll give the fans 3 points. We wanted to do that. The last time we were here, we were very, very disappointing against Stockport, and good resilience from the boys to get the job done today.
What did you make of how your side saw that game out? Because there's still a good half an hour in the game when you go back in front.
Yeah, look, the remit this week was positivity. Was working on how we can get through them and play through them. We know the front two are very, very adventurous and aggressive on the press at times, and we wanted to try and get Matty on the ball, and Tim found him quite a bit in between them, which was good, and it gave their 2 midfield players a decision to make. Did he come out? Did he stay in? So it was a little bit of cat and mouse in that today in terms of the tactical element of it. For us, yeah, there's moments in games where obviously we've spoken to the players that we have to be better at and managing moments in games. But no doubt that'll give the boys a bit of confidence and get into the week ahead. Again, tough games coming up at Salford and Grimsby, but ones that we'll look forward to.
It was interesting watching you on a couple of occasions because you felt, or it looked as though you were so close to a move coming off, if you know what I mean, starting deep, and you just kind of like were looking a bit like frustrated or anguished that it wasn't quite coming off, particularly that first half.
Yeah, it came through. It came a few times, when we got into Matty and then we played forward. I think what happened for some of the elements of the first half is we went into Matty, but then we went back into their press again, which gave them an opportunity to press. So it was just adjusting those couple of little issues at half time and trying to keep the boys on the front foot and on the positive sort of frame of mind.
Wouldn't be Rovers without an injury and you having to kind of do your best juggling act. What's the latest with Joseph Olowu?
It looks like he's felt his hamstring. I don't know how severe it is. Obviously, he couldn't carry on in the second half. Tom come on and done well. You know, he's not played for a while. I think his last game might have been at Notts County, but he's been training really well, and he's come in and he's slotted back in there. So yeah, another frustrating one. We had Jay McGrath training yesterday on the training ground, but still wasn't 100%, so we made a decision to leave him. Tommy Rowe had missed a couple of days, trained early part of the week. Then we sent him for a scan on a hamstring injury, but you know, luckily for us, the scans come back that he'll probably miss a couple of days. He could have a chance for Tuesday. James Maxwell's been ill, constantly ill since Sutton. In fact, before Sutton, travelled on his own to Sutton, had his own room, ate his own meals and private and stuff like that. So credit to him to put himself back available today. And we've had disappointing news on Ben Close, which is I spoke during the week about. It could be 3 or 4 weeks or 3 or 4 months. It's the latter, unfortunately, and we certainly won't see him again this season.
That's a real cloud on, you know, a silver lining of a day. How does that affect what you're going to do between now and the end of the season?
Well, it doesn't affect anything. I mean, we feel like we've got midfield players here at the club that are capable. One of the reasons why we brought young Matty Craig in is because he's similar type to Closey and Zane, so he can play in that role. I thought he was excellent today. To be fair, I thought, you know, a couple of nervy moments where he got the ball nicked off him, but never shied away from wanting the ball, and that's, you know, that's a big plus for me when I see a young lad like that losing the ball and then wanting to get it again. I thought that was very good and maturity for him. So yeah, I think it's we have the midfielders we have. We're happy with them. We brought most of them in, so we just rally the troops. And
the fact he was on a yellow card, just going back to Craig, he got a really early, slightly harsh yellow card, and then he's treading, you know, that fine line for the next 80 minutes.
Yeah, that's frustrating. Obviously, you know, that early booking, and the referee's a championship referee. I think you could see, you know, he's above some of the way he was seeing things, probably above his standard here, you know. But look, like I say, it's a good result for us at home, and we'll look forward to Tuesday now.
What can it do in terms of, you know, the bounce and the effect for your side, and just confidence around the place? Because winning is a habit, and it's a nice one to get into.
Yeah, look, that's tasked the boys of finishing the season strong, you know. After we had the Bradford game, the Cup game, obviously the next game, and I said, look, we've got 18 games just before Sutton. I said, look, let's see if we can finish really, really strong in these 18 games. Let's see how many wins we can get. Let's see where we can go. Let's move up the league table, and that was always been our aim, you know. And it's such a tight division, as you see, you know, and 2-3 wins in the spin can just move you, transform you straight up there. I think you see the form that Harry gets in, that Tranmere's been in. You know, they win 4 or 5 games in the spin, and you're right up in the mix. So we've got aspirations to do that. We've started okay in the first 18 with 4 points, and let's see how we can go at Salford and at Grimsby on Saturday.
I know you weren't making any reference to it, but those external to the club were. But to have that 10-point buffer now between you and the drop zone must just really kind of be a weight off the shoulders.
Yeah, well, look, is that what it is? I think they must have lost today. I don't know what the team in the top 7 is on. I don't know if anyone could tell me that. So I know we've still got a game in hand in some teams. So we're in that 10 points from the relegation, and probably 13 or 14 points from top 7. So we want to make sure we finish the season strong. No, just said to the players, let's see how many wins we can get. No one's spoken about the bottom of the league or the top of the league. I just said, look, let's just win as many games as we can from now to the end of the season. Let's breed some confidence, and fans were brilliant today. You know, they've been crying out for that sort of win for a while, and the boys have done that for them today.